I don't think we're wasting anything. I hope this gets in the podcast.
That's not even in there.
Important shit.
We're recording it now.
It's not in there.
He wasn't recording.
I wasn't recording. I was a couple times, and then I realized you guys weren't going to get on topic, so I stopped, and then I restarted just now.
So here we are again, episode 4, right?
Yeah, I realized that during the last two, no one's really introducing themselves, so I guess we're just not going to do that.
I was thinking the same thing, that
Yeah,
we
no,
have
I was
zero
thinking
intro and
the same
outro.
thing. Yeah, like I
I don't
wanted
think it
intro and an
matters.
outro.
Nah.
We got.
People jump in and out all the time, like
Yeah, people just jump in and out. Leave it alone.
because therapy gets in the way.
Nah, we don't talk about that.
All right. Well, just for hearsay, today it's me, the bread, Christian, Herbals, and Pablo.
Mario.
AKA Devin, because we don't.
Ohio.
You're
All right, fine. We got the Brendan, we got Christian, Devin, and Jordy.
I don't know what. I'm going to.
Oh, sorry, Dylan, cut that out.
Dylan,
cut that out.
Dylan.
Dylan, cut that out.
Wait, what happened?
Jordans. You got them new
Dylan.
Jordans? I got them new Jordans.
God damn it,
Dylan Code Red. Broken
Dylan
arrow.
Code Red.
Broken arrow.
You will not silence the masses.
All right, which episodes are we going over today, dude?
All right, we are going over episode 8, 9, and 10. In episode
Hopefully.
8, we have Luffy taking on... Well, yeah, hopefully. We got Luffy taking on Captain Buggy. Episode 9, we have the introduction to Usopp's arc. And episode 10, we have basically the end of the Rising action, or most of the Rising action for Usopp's arc.
It's just Usopp chapter 2.
Yeah. Usopp chapter 2, out of like 4 or something like that.
Yeah, there's like 4 episodes of this.
So, in Chapter 8, we are now seeing Buggy's backstory and why and how he knows red-haired Shanks. So, it was alluded to in last episode. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Which apparently everyone on LinkedIn is connected with.
What, red-haired Shanks? I mean, only people at, like, the beginning of the story. Literally,
Only the
after...
most
Might as well
important
just
people.
be like Tom from fucking MySpace.
All right,
Just
I mean,
sitting there.
it's a very
You're
important...
a bad guy. You're a bad guy. I knew Shanks.
I mean,
you got Shanks.
That is kind of plot important later on, but we'll ignore that for now.
Yeah. Well, trust me when I say that literally only people in the early part of the series even know...
Oh my god, is Shanks the One Piece?
No, he is not the One Piece. Anyway, moving on.
Might
We
be.
now have Buggy the Clown and Shanks who are fighting over what is the colder pole in the world, north or south?
Clearly the
Before they
south.
I'm going to go north, dude. I don't know.
South, dude.
No,
South.
south.
All the
It
way.
has more ice, but I'm pretty sure the north is further from the sun when the
Here's-
axis is tilted.
Here's my,
What? It depends on the season, fool.
here's my logic.
No, but
Why
overall,
is
the
more
South
cool,
Pole
'cause you
will
only
always be further from the sun
in the north.
than the North Pole, or the North Pole will always be further than the sun than the South Pole. Period.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like I just said, you only hear about people complaining about the North Pole melting. You never hear anybody complain about the South Pole because they always show photos of polar bears. Polar bears don't live in Antarctica. Checkmate.
I mean,
Uh,
it's definitely melting in Antarctica, but
Oh,
see, that's where you're
I'm
wrong,
just saying,
so-
in the coldest season of this planet, the North Pole is further at all times. Checkmate. Fuck you, atheists.
No,
We're done.
Well, if you ever look at a thermometer, when it goes up, it's hot. When it goes down, it's cold.
Cold.
Nope. Your argument's invalid. Anyway, so we have the argument between the North and the South Pole. I don't give a fuck who the host is. I'm going to give it a
Who is the
recap.
host?
This
Yeah,
is
he's
my
the recap.
show. I'm just kidding.
I don't care.
But so they bicker, and then we get a little bit to know about what kind of pirate Buggy and Shanks are. Buggy is more of the I love treasure, I love being a pillager, and Shanks is more
Swallow
of
a
the
whole fucking fruit at once.
we're not
Yeah, we're
anywhere
not there
near
yet.
there yet.
All right.
We're getting there.
Getting out of here.
But and then Shanks is the is he just likes hanging out. He likes adventuring and like doing some shit, kind of like our boy Luffy. And so after they go through that sort of like you get a little bit of knowing who they are, then it gets into a pillaging party where Buggy is knifing some dude, and then he notices that there's a treasure map in his shirt.
Random goon carries the treasure map.
goon.
Yeah.
Random goon carrying that sweet.
Nah, they all
loot
have
map.
a copy. Everyone's got a copy.
Yeah, like, I want to imagine the conversation that Buggy and Shanks would have had where it's like, Buggy's like, eyeballing his treasure map, and then Shanks is like, what you got there, Buggy? Oh, dude, I got one too. Literally,
Well, dude,
we all
he
have the
doesn't-
same
Yeah,
one.
he's like, oh, we all killed the 2 goons, and we all have like 3 copies of that map. What are you hoarding? What are you doing with this one
What's a common
copy?
drop?
I also like the fact that again, I guess I'm jumping ahead, but like with the fruit thing where they mentioned
You are jumping ahead. Hold off.
jumping
thoughts
very
related
far
to-
ahead.
No, hold off thoughts
See-
related to. Wait till we get there. Damn
You
it!
see what
All right.
happened was that Buggy had found a green drop, and he got overexcited about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He found the green drop, and he was like, "Oh man, this is something that nobody else can have but me." But so he gets the map, and then it cuts to nighttime, where Buggy's just kind of chilling, admiring his map. He's looking at where it is. He's noticing, hey man, that's like in the center of the ocean and shit. So that'll be great. I'm gonna go swim down, find that at some point, and then
in the center of the ocean,
fucking rich.
Swim down with no scuba gear, no nothing, no plan, just a diving bell.
I mean,
80,000 pounds of pressure.
There's definitely nothing saying that there was no plan. He just knows that it's in the middle of the water somewhere, and he's got a map to it. So he knows he's got to get there somehow. He'll figure out the logistics. Yeah.
Just like
there is scuba gear in this world. They can make scuba gear.
Every pre-eaten devil fruit is eaten by a really good swimmer.
Yeah, that's usually like known ahead of time.
Oh my god! Why can't they? When are they gonna have like a guy who's like shit at swimming? He eats the devil fruit, and all of a sudden he's like really good.
That'd be great.
There are several like that. Jordy was fucking you. They're not all great swimmers for the fruit. That's just a stupid plot element that they're gonna have for a little while. Because
oh my god, you're so good at swimming. You cannot swim no more because you ate a whole pineapple.
Anyway, so then we get to then Shanks catches up with Buggy, and he's like, "Yo, dude, what's going on?" Then Buggy tries to hide the map, and Shanks is saying, "Yo, dude, you should come check out the shit. Like, there's a bunch of cool shit out here." And Buggy's like, "Nah, I just wanna hang out here at the stars." And he was like, "Shanks, you're a pretty damn good pirate, all right? I ain't gonna lie, I hate you, but you're a good kid. If in another world, you could be one of my cronies." And I'm just saying, like, Shanks had the offer on the table, all right? Like, he could have been a part of the future king of the pirates right then and there, but nope. No. He decided to give up Buggy and throw it all away. Threw away that opportunity.
If he takes that opportunity, then we don't have an anime.
I mean,
the likelihood he runs into Luffy is basically zero.
No, but I'm just saying, like, see, you don't understand. Buggy will be the king of the pirates. I mean, you just don't understand. Like, Shanks could have been on the winning team from day one, but he fucked it all up.
Go on.
Sorry, I like Buggy, but so they're talking about it, and then Shanks, like in passing, was like, "Yeah, we found a devil fruit too." And then Buggy's like, "The fuck is a devil fruit?" And Shanks was like, "I mean, it's some weird shit. If we eat it, then we get a really weird cursed power, but it also means we can't swim for the rest of our lives." And Buggy was like, "Wow. What dumb fuck sailor would ever want to eat that shit? If you couldn't swim out on the ocean, like how dumb would you be?" And then Shanks was like, "Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually going to eat it. But what we're going to do instead is we'll probably sell it, maybe make like 100 million off of it." Now, for anyone listening at home, all the currency in this world is like in yen, which in yen just divide everything by 100.
So $1 million.
Yeah, so basically 100 million berries is $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So then he also goes into what's it called? He announces to the whole crew that he's going to eat the devil fruit.
Yeah.
But
so the very next scene, after
this also leads back to my previous point in the last episode.
I'm about to get there. Damn it! Why are you so?
Because I'm really pent up about this.
All right, just hold on for 2 more fucking seconds. All right, so that way we move on to the next part of the scene, where Buggy is out there with the fruit because he has his master plan. Once he hears that it's worth 100 million berries, he's going to fucking trick the whole crew into thinking that he ate it because he doesn't think anyone's going to care if he wants to eat it.
Can we talk about his master craft skills? Because he made a really good replica.
Dude, he made a fucking perfect replica.
That's my argument, though. That's fucking A. So literally, all I'm seeing so far whenever I watch this show is like just the incompetence of God damn it.
She's making cereal again.
Crystal, you fuck!
She's making cereal.
Crystal's mixing her mixtape.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Crystal, we're fucking recording it. You're burning sitting in the kitchen again.
I don't know if this is gold or not.
Keep all of this down.
This is definitely Dylan maybe cut territory, but
this is gold.
I am so sorry. That is literally Crystal's excuse is never her fault that something's burnt. I walk out the room, burnt smoke.
To Crystal, I said hi.
Fuck you, Crystal. Anyways, so all I'm learning, Ed, from this fucking show is how incompetent the captains currently are in the past.
No, you don't understand. Okay, so anyway. Don't worry about the captain on that.
No, but I want to.
That was a random captain.
Comment because this is my perspective of watching the episode.
Sure,
we're sitting there going, all these captains are supposed to be, like again, all captains throughout the whole fucking show are supposed to be really impressive. Every single one, Shanks, booty hole. This guy,
who? What? No, who? What?
Because they can't stop an 8-year-old from eating the fruit. Stop another guy who clown
this
nose.
fruit. These guys have been.
These guys literally were okay with him stealing the fruit.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's probably what you didn't understand. They don't care that he took it to eat it, and that's why he announced it to the crew, because none of them wanted to eat it. They expected to sell it because they didn't think anyone would be dumb enough to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and then when he actually does, like,
no, yeah, that we haven't gotten there yet. That's
he shoved the whole thing in his mouth.
That's where I come back in. All right, so then of course we got the part where Buggy pretends to eat the fruit. Master craftsman on that fake, by the way. He must have been peeling that pineapple for fucking years.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. He must
Edible
have
clay.
fucking peeled something around.
Edible clay.
Shoved that shit in his mouth. He was like, oh man, I must not have gotten any powers. And then little does everyone know, his dastardly plan unfolded, where then we cut to later in the night when he's chilling in a boat looking at his map and the devil fruit. He's thinking to himself, all right, baby, this thing's going to buy me all the fucking crews I need, or all the fucking shit I need in order to get this treasure. And I'm going to be a badass, like, I'm going to have everything. And then Shanks comes from behind him. He's like, hey, what's up, Buggy? And then, what this motherfucker... He panic shoves it in his mouth?
The whole fruit.
The whole
shit. The size
shit.
of a fucking pineapple.
I mean, like, anime logic aside, out of all the places you're going to instinctively shove that shit, not like behind your back or maybe like underneath your shirt.
Under the bench of the boat you're in.
I like literally anything. But no, he shoves it full on in his fucking mouth and is like, oh, what's up, Shanks? I'm just eating some fruit over here. Yum.
But not only does he do it once, the fucker does it twice.
Right. And then, of course, we get to the double where Buggy totally had an opportunity to get that shit out of his mouth. And after he's already been scared once, he lets the fucker scare him a second time, which is what really gagged him down into becoming, the fruit man that we all know and love.
This also kind of leads into my other note from last time I was on, which was what I was told by, I believe, Simi mentioning it, that the moment it touches your mouth, you get the powers.
No. That's not how. No, it's assumed
I thought it was
bite into
consume and bite it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you bite into it, then yes. But if you don't, if you literally store it in your mouth, then no. Like the fruit needs to be pierced. How about that? Does that make you feel better?
That makes me feel
the juices need to come down.
Yeah. Like if he would have sucked that sweet fruit juice, then yeah, he totally would have had it.
Oh no,
he didn't. Look at the size of his mouth. He sucks a lot. If his mouth gets that big without gum fruit.
Anyway, he ate the fruit.
Yeah, he eats the fruit, and then after that, he was like, Shanks, the fuck did you do? And then the map goes overboard. And then Buggy's like, wait a minute.
Double whammy.
That's my map. No, I have to go get it. So he goes in after the fucking map.
It's funny because he's like, wait a minute, where's my map? Hey, what's that piece of paper over there, Buggy?
Yeah.
Woo. It's like, oh, there it goes. And then Buggy's like, no, my treasure. And then as soon as that fucker hits the water, bam, life
like
hit.
a rock.
And he's just like, oh shit. Well, I can't swim. I'm dying now. I don't know what's happening. This is bad.
How could this happen to me?
And then Shanks is like, wait, Buggy, why aren't you getting out of there? I'll save you.
Well,
so I mean,
he's like something like, Buggy's fine. He's a great swimmer.
He does say that. He has that line too. I thought you were supposed to be a good swimmer, Buggy. What happened?
He's like low-key shading him, like as he's drowning in the fucking water. Like, yeah. Buggy, what's going on? I thought you were good at this. Why are you such a chump all of a sudden?
Buggy, say
another 10 seconds passes by and I go, wait a second.
Something's wrong. So anyway, go, I'll save you, Buggy. And so I mean, moral of the story is
making it the first of two.
No, he doesn't. That's why Buggy hates him for life, is because not only did he curse him with the devil fruit, they also lost that treasure map. So now Buggy is both poor and with no ability to swim. But at least he's got a semi-dope.
This marks the first of two times Shanks saved some dumb idiot who ate a fruit from drowning.
Yo, Shanks is 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Yeah.
But so anyway, then we moved back to present time, and then Luffy was like, and rightfully so, was just like, so you're an idiot and Shanks saved your life? And then Buggy was like, no, fool, he ruined my life. And so then they all just they chat back and forth, whatever.
And then they continue to fight.
And then Buggy decides, you know what? I don't need any more of this. I'm just gonna fucking kill all of you. And yeah, he's gonna try anyway. And but the first thing he notices is that there's Nami in the back doing Nami things, trying to run away with his treasure. And he's just like, well, the first thing I'm gonna do is get back my goddamn treasure. And goes after Nami, goes flying away, separates himself from the bottom half. And then Luffy with the 1000 IQ play notices that he leaves his legs behind.
Showing thus again that all these captains are fucking dumb.
Well, of course they are going to be in like the beginning.
I'll tell you what this proves. This is another strike against our boy Luffy for the cowardice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the bullshit. He goes. There's been a few episodes now where it's been no hitting people in the back. That's cowardice. And now he's going and kicking a man. A half man in his nuts. He couldn't figure out any other way to figure.
No. He's kicking a war vet paraplegic.
He's kicking a man in his nuts. This is strike 2. This is Luffy's strike 2 for cowardice. And
absolutely. But so then, of course, Buggy's like, "Wow, my balls. That sucks. That was really painful." But
right, and then Nami hits him with
Buggy
that.
can't be stopped. Buggy can't be stopped.
And then Nami hits him with that thief law school logic. She goes, "You stole this treasure, and I steal it from you, so this is technically mine now."
It's mine.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, can anyone argue that? It's stolen goods. So
he gets super ticked off about it.
I love Buggy's argument where it's like, "Hey, you can't steal that; those are mine." That I.
And then Nami's like, "Dude, you stole it. Fair fucking game." And I'm like, "Bitch has got a point. Bitch has got a point." And so Buggy gets up, tries to take it from Nami, and Nami's like, fuck you, it's my treasure." And then that was when Luffy was like, "All right, you know what? Enough is enough." He smacks him over to the ground.
Kicks him actually.
And so there you go, roundhouse kicks him or whatever. And then Buggy does his "I'm gonna super separate," and then he does.
He turns into a bunch of pies.
Yeah, he just separates himself a lot. And then I don't remember exactly what happens in between.
Then we do some fighting, and then what's it called?
And then we get up to
not even.
We get some foot fetish stuff out of Buggy.
Right.
Yeah,
Luffy does that thing where he tickles Buggy.
No fighting happens. All that happens is
fighting
he
is
separates.
attempted.
I literally just watched it. He separates. He's like, Luffy's like, "Oh, there's some fucking feet right there. I'm going to be a pervert." And then he literally takes the feet up. First, he tickles it, making him laugh and terrifying Nami. Then he starts wailing on it like an asshole. And
he jams it into the ground too.
That's the
I remember that.
Yeah. You don't.
He does not fight him.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just fucking. It's Buggy, dude. You don't understand. It's Buggy.
You'll understand later on when you see Buggy keep doing this shit.
We're getting there, man. All right. Anyway,
what bothers me the most is the end of the fight, which is when.
I love the end of the fight. It's the best part. All right. Anyway, now we're on to my favorite.
Together.
So then we all get to the part where he's like, "All right, well, you know what? Now it's time for me to be serious." And he all comes back together, and we see the birth of a true god, the mini Buggy.
That bothered me so much.
Hilarious.
I mean, it was
Why? It's so good.
But the logic behind it is what hurts.
It's hilarious.
No, they fucking they tied his pieces up.
I'm gonna capture all his limbs before they connect.
Yeah, she thought ahead. She looked at it.
Yeah, Nami's just down here playing by the rules she had in front of her.
She's 300 IQ right there, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So we get the best fucking character in the whole series, Mini Buggy.
Yeah, I wrote that note.
Mini Buggy.
I said, "Tiny Buggy is a mood."
Dude, Tiny Buggy is such a mood. And then Luffy, because he's such a fucking asshole, is like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna pick on this kid now because that's the kind of person I am," and fucking yeets that fucker across the planet.
So I do have a question though, because I already know that Buggy comes back. He's a reoccurring character. How the fuck does he get the rest of his body back?
They just
if you want to know how his powers really work, the anime doesn't do a very good job of explaining it at the beginning. In the manga, you would actually see it after he gets flung. His body parts come flying with him. Basically, it's all about his feet. Funny enough, his feet are what is like the magnet. His limbs can't be further than I want to say 20 some odd feet from his feet or something like that. If that makes sense. His whole body can only be separate from him from his feet for more than like 10 meters or something like that.
10 meters.
So that's why his feet never go flying.
Exactly. Well, if his feet go flying, he actually goes flying. Funny enough,
Well, right.
literally, that's like if they throw his fucking feet, like, yeah, yeet that, but he's like, well, here we go again. Ah!
Team Rocket's blasting off.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. But anyway, so that's Buggy, and we defeated him, and then we move on to where are we at?
And the villagers come over.
Oh, well, okay, so before the villagers come out, then we got Nami and Luffy who are talking, and then Nami's like, oh, and this is that throwaway line. She was like, yeah, bro, like, I might fix your hat, like, if you want me to. And he was like, oh, that would be really fucking cool.
It's not like I want to fix her.
He doesn't even say that. He doesn't hear her.
He's
Oh,
like,
he
what'd you
doesn't?
say? None.
No, he doesn't hear her. He goes, what'd you say? And she goes, nothing, idiot.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Baka. Fucking Baka, of course.
Yeah.
And then Luffy's like, so, hey, do you want to, like, keep chilling out with us? After she gives him the map, because she was like, you know what? I got some treasure. You did pretty good out there. You can have the fucking map to the Grand Line. And he's like, fuck yeah, we get to go to the Grand Line. And then he's like, yo, but are you going to, like, chill with us for a little bit, girl? And she was like, yeah, you know.
Pirates.
I mean, like, I don't like pirates, but you guys are kind of making me money. And that was what I have my note. I'm like, you know what? Girls just out here, you know, playing the game. I'm about it. She just wants, she realizes that even though these kids are bums out here, she can make some money with them. I respect it.
Don't call her a pirate, though.
She ain't a pirate. She ain't a pirate. That's right. She is not a pirate. And then then the villagers come out and they're like, what the fuck happened here? Why is the mayor unconscious? And then, and then they were like, hey, do you guys know anything about what happened? Did the pirates do this to the mayor? And then
It was like this inner monologue of Nami going, all right, we got to be very careful with what we say.
Yeah, like Zoro or
Don't say the word.
or somebody was like, all right, we got to be really careful.
We're pirates.
Fucking Luffy's just like, yeah, I kicked that dude's ass. We're pirates. So that's thus I have in my notes. This is the birth of the fucking dope that we all know and love.
And then what's it called? I had a note here that this is the most Weezy Zoro laugh in like the entire series. This one episode.
Actually, though, yeah, we get a lot of joy out of Zoro.
You get him at the end too when they were driving away on the boat.
He never laughs as much ever again.
Dude, he thought he was fucking dying, dude.
It's a real
Absolutely.
shame.
And then as they're running away, we got our boy Shoo Shoo.
Yeah, the absolute goat. Stops an entire angry mob.
You saw that man give the stare back. He was like, "Alright, fam, we straight. Now we square. Be safe out there. All right. This makes us even."
I just like how the whole town respects a dog enough to not just like,
they know not to mess with him.
Dude, they know not to mess with the dog. They know not to mess with the dog, dude. It's Shoo Shoo.
Shoo Shoo for president 2020.
Then they get back to their boats, and then the Buggy pirates that Nami originally stole the boat from are there, and they're like, yo, you kids are about to die because we're here now. And then they're like, hey, green hair, it's time to wake up. What the fuck's you doing? And then he looks up and they realize it's Zoro, and then they're like fucking scared shitless, and then they ride away. And then the mayor wakes up, and then the mayor's like, what happened to those kids? And the villagers are like, they fucking left. They're pirates. And,
no, they chased them out of town is what they said. We chased them out of town.
Yeah, they like chased them out of town. And then the mayor was like, they can't just leave without just like that. How fucking dare they? Then he runs to the shore. He gets rid of his fucking +2 out of 1,000 armor. And then he gets it all the way back to the shoreline, and he's just like, thank you, kids. You're the best. And then Luffy,
I'll pay you back.
yeah, and then Luffy being the asshole that he is, the kind-hearted asshole he is, fucking leaves behind one of Nami's fucking treasure bags worth like 5 million berries or something like that. So basically like 50 grand he like left behind in One Piece world. And Nami was pissed about it, but then she was like, well, I ain't going back for it because I'll be the asshole, so fuck it. And that was episode 8.
But wait, no, there's like a little end cut there with Usopp.
Yeah, there was a little end cut like where we cut to Syrup Village, and then you get to see like the standing figure of our true protagonist of this series.
No.
And that is
introduced as the true protagonist.
No. Usopp's the protagonist. Buggy is the future pirate king. All right.
I don't accept this.
Buggy's the future pirate king.
Yeah, believe it or not,
Usopp's the protagonist.
Usopp and Buggy become the strongest characters in One Piece.
Just saying. Just saying.
Kill myself.
Lies.
Believe it or not, I'm just saying. There's a manner of truth in there somewhere.
Usopp is the protagonist. Buggy is king of the pirates.
Usopp is literally God.
Usopp's just a bard without magic.
He's literally God.
All right, so we open up episode 9, and episode 9 is actually one of my favorites. It's not like in my list or nothing, but every time I watch it, I get nostalgic for the way the anime used to be. So as soon as we open up,
how much they really like give Usopp shit.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because I watched this and I was like, God damn, Usopp was such a little shit.
Real cunt. He's a real
fucking animal.
He's the embodiment of the boy who cried wolf.
No,
and
right, and then
it's just like you little fucking 14-year-old asshole. I would chase at you with the fucking broom too.
Right.
Well, and he's also based loosely off of a guy. I believe his actual name is Usopp. So his dad's name is Usopp, and there is like a storybook that's called Usopp's Fables. So the actual character Usopp is what Usopp is based off of, who would always tell these stories to make people like feel good in their life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So fun fact.
That's too wholesome. Let me hate Usopp.
Nah, dude, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking Usopp.
Fuck that needle nose.
No, that's fine. You can hate him now. He's
yeah, you can hate whoever you want. But anyway, so we open up to honestly some of my favorite shit in the series, because as soon as we open up, we see like this really cool watercolor panoramic sky, and open up to the soundtrack. What up?
So Usopp's nose, okay?
Yes, sir.
Real long.
Right.
He lies a lot.
Yes,
How
he's also
Part of it.
based off Pinocchio.
Coke can he snort in one go with a snob?
How
God damn it.
much coke? Ooh boy, you know.
man.
I mean, okay, that raises an important question though. Does the length of the
No, it
schnoz
doesn't.
give you more power?
No.
I don't feel like it does.
It's just
I
like
think
two
it
little
probably
holes at the end or underneath the
like
nose.
if the nostrils were longer as well, like I would.
Yeah,
be
I was
with
gonna
it.
say, where are his nostrils? Are they
His nostrils are in the normal spot. In fact, you'll see it drawn a few times actually. His nose is just like, it's like if your nose was just really long. It doesn't have like flared out nostrils or anything like that.
Also, how bad are his sinus infections? Because I'm currently.
I mean, it seems like his actual nasal cavity is the same, just like the end of his nose is 6 feet long for some reason.
yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, he's fine otherwise.
We start episode 9 and
then we're seeing like some beautiful visuals with the village, watercolor shit. I love it.
Mhm.
And the man's running through the village. We haven't gotten there yet, but we're running through. We see Usopp shouting some shit in the village, like pirates, pirates, pirates.
You know,
and
no one that he does this very often. I was really surprised.
This
he
is
was running out of breath.
unfortunate. There's pirates. This is so unfortunate.
Usopp should really have better
There's
cardio than what's shown here.
That's true. Clearly, he does this like every day.
He should really be not running out of breath.
All right. I'm just saying he's got pretty decent cardio because the boy can run. Like he never stops running. But
That's true. He's always running.
I'm just saying, if you guys are runners, which I know none of you are, maybe Christian, it is a lot harder to keep your breath if
While
you're
running.
talking or screaming than it is to just run.
That's true.
Period.
That's true.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, 100%.
So
So
I ain't
boy
gonna
got
give my
some
boy shit
lingos.
for having bad cardio just yet. Now there are times where I feel like the boy could use a few could get his conditioning up a little bit.
Oh, wait,
But,
no. Maybe he has a second pair of lungs inside of his nose.
Ah,
It's like
a camel
is
has
that what we're
two
gonna do
feet.
here? Are we gonna stoop as low as to make fun of the man's nose for the duration of this
Yeah, don't make
podcast?
fun
Of
of
all
the
the
nose.
things,
I am.
fucking leave that man alone. All right, he did nothing to you.
He did
And,
everything to me. He did
So
everything. My family died in that fake pirate invasion.
fuck, God damn it. So then, so he gets to the end, and of course it was all a lie, because as we're introduced to Usopp, he is inspired loosely by Pinocchio and another character that I mentioned a little bit earlier.
Yes, that's right.
And he is just out there, shouting nonsense, and the villagers are like, you fucking, we're sick and tired of your shit now. And then they're all chasing him, and he's like, ha ha ha. And he keeps running away, he gets away. And then after that, the three stooge pepper vegetable kids
I love
come
how
out of
they're
nowhere.
named after vegetables.
Yeah, fucking the Cabbage Patch Kids come out of, the
Yep.
children of the corn out here.
There's I got the translation here because in the subtitles ones I saw, they had the translations at the top.
Uh-huh.
They had Pillman, the green pepper looking dude. They had I think his name Ninji or something, means carrot. It's got a carrot head sort of, and then the Tamanegi means onion.
Okay.
He looks
That's
like
it.
an onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah,
they look like it.
Yeah.
And they look like it.
and
The things are
in
literally
the
vegetables.
yeah, no, in
He was
the
making
dub,
fun of,
they're literally called carrot, onion, and pepper. So there you go.
No, I
The
guess-
kid with the glasses though has the gnarliest fucking face on the planet.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
He's
Onion.
like- He's my favorite just because he looks like he's like angry and like coked out at the same time.
Dude, onion
it's
and
just-
carrot's
Oh.
honestly fine because I'm pretty sure his carrot is just like a bandana. But pepper and onion, dude, pepper is gonna grow up with the raddest fucking sideburns in the planet.
He
And
already
onion is
got him. He already
yeah, he's already got, kid's probably like 6 years old. He's got better sideburns than most 30-year-old men.
He's gonna be like that fucking guy who like ties his sideburn with his chin.
You think these dudes are gonna be like the greatest
beard.
kitchen knife swordsman ever?
Oh, for sure. They're like gonna be on like a chef boat, and they're gonna be like they're gonna be the 3 highest, like like the highest rated like captains of the ship, or like
You're
lieutenants or
trained
whatever.
on
But all right. So anyway, we meet the Cabbage Patch Kids,
Right.
and or at least 2 of them. And Pepper and Carrot are hanging out with Usopp when Onion starts screaming down the line, and he's like, "Pirates! I see more pirates!" And then Usopp's like, "What's going on, Onion? Why are you freaking
Wait,
out?"
that's
And then
my
Onion's
line.
like,
You stole my bit, bro.
"Yeah," he's like, "Bro, that's my shit right there. What are you doing? Like, there's no pirates." And then Onion's like, "No,
watermark
there
that
really
thing,
are
man."
pirates. I saw them. It looks like Buggy pirates even." And then Usopp's like, "I'm getting the fuck out of this. We ain't playing with that shit." And,
Homer Simpson beam slowly goes through the bush.
And then that's when Onion was like, "Well, I mean, it only looked like 3 of them,
Tiny
and
boat.
they were in 2 pretty small boat." And then that's when Usopp was like, "You know what? This
Got
might be. I think I got this. All right, 3 guys. We can take 3 guys." So he's like, "All right, we're gonna go for it."
There's
so
4 of us.
they go out
can
to-
beat 3 of them.
there we got 4 of us, 3 of them. I like these odds. So he goes out to the shore. That's when they cut to Nami, Zoro, and Luffy. They're out there, and then Nami's just like talking it up as it is. She's like, we gotta go to like to port or like to a town because we have like no fucking supplies. How the fuck are you guys gonna get to the Grand Line? How the fuck am I gonna get back to deal with my shit? And Zoro and Luffy are just like, well, it doesn't really matter where we go, but wherever we go, can we just get like meat and booze? Because that's
Mhm.
and Nami's just like, all right, you guys are gonna fucking kill me, and I only like just met you. And as soon as they get on shore, that's when they're looking up, they're looking out, and then Usopp the Great starts coming out of nowhere and starts saying, "I am Captain Usopp, and I'm gonna take y'all out." And then Zoro and Nami are, "What the fuck is this guy?" And then Luffy's like, what?
The
And
captain.
then-
the pirates.
And then Usopp starts going like, "I've got 8 million men on my side," or 80 million, or whatever it was. And all the fucking flags sprout out of nowhere, dude. It's a massacre. And then Zoro
No,
and
Luffy
Nami are
believes him.
fucking... Dude, Luffy is like, "Oh, that's so sweet."
Awesome.
It's like
Every
when
brain
two-
cell you thought Luffy had is gone.
it's over. He's become full dope. So when 2 fucking dumbasses collide is what you get before you. Even Zoro, who's honestly on Luffy's level for retardedness, especially a lot later.
So this is literally like the moment between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, no.
Right, but
when
then you
it's
get-
between Luffy and Usopp, you know
then
that
you get
there's
the
just
funny
going to
line
be
where
a
Nami
battle
goes,
of 2.
"Clearly, that's clearly a lie." And it was just like,
Yeah,
"Oh shit,
that's- Nami's like-
she saw too."
Nami's like, "Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, there's no way you have 80 million men." And he's like, "Oh, no, you saw through my ruse." And she's, "I mean, I did now, you fucking idiot."
She goes, "Oh, see, he just said she saw through it."
And he's like, "Oh, no." But he's like, "But I still have a bunch of men on my side, even if it's not 80 million." And all the flags start moving. And then Nami's like,
Yeah, and 6 of them start moving.
I'm a guess 3. And then that's when the Cabbage Patch Kids are like, "Shit, bitch knows, we gotta get out of here. Cut it and run."
Cowards.
Yeah, so that's when Usopp was like, "Well, that was fucking cowards." And then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna still hold you guys off. No one enters my village. We don't like pirates here." And he draws his slingshot, and then Nami and Zoro are like commenting on the slingshot bit. And that's when Luffy, I just want to say, kid deserves a copyright strike because 100% stole this next line. He just comes out. He knows he did.
Well, they acknowledge that.
No, I don't even fucking care, dude. Somebody, YouTube, get over here, demonetize this shit. All right, we don't play this.
Yes, YouTube demonetize an entire
Yeah,
spanning
yeah.
over 900 episodes
I want to see
worldwide.
this guy get an NDA violation or whatever the fuck they're called, because that is one of the coolest lines in the whole series. And as much as I like Luffy, fuck you. You don't get to say that shit.
He doesn't sell it.
But he doesn't sell it. Absolutely.
Cool.
So he goes like, pistols are for. Oh, and he also says pistol. I don't know if he does in the sub, but he actually calls it a. He literally like word for word recreates the line.
No, it's because Usopp is like, my slingshot's more deadly than a pistol, and then Luffy is like, oh, you said pistol, huh?
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. I think they did the same thing. Word pistol. I always thought that was kind of weird, like if it didn't get translated right or something like that. Right. Like, still a fucking slingshot, dude. But anyway, so he's like, you pull your pistol, you better be ready to fire it. It's for. I
mean, he doesn't
actions,
sell it. Zoro's backup sells it.
No, yeah,
When Zoro comes up,
over, and I just want to remind everyone because I screenshotted it. We get this amazing Zoro shot. We get smug Zoro, and then my favorite smug anime girl.
And then it proceeds with like 40 seconds of a stare down.
It's 40 seconds of this.
They just stare each other back and forth.
Yep, and
Luffy
then
with the one eye, hair over, taking up the entirety of your screen. Gorgeous, love it.
Mm-hmm. And then, so then Usopp backs down because he's a cowardly son of a bitch. And then Luffy and Zoro are like, yeah, we were just fucking with you. We're not really going to do any of that shit. I stole that line, by the way. Fuck you. And then they go into town. They go with Usopp. Well, actually, so then that's when Luffy was like, yeah, and I think I know who your dad is. You're Usopp. You're Yasopp's son, right? And then Usopp's like, the fuck? You know my dad? And then that's when they cut to the inside of the village.
I mean, oh, wait.
So that's when they start talking, and Luffy explains that he knows Yasopp because Yasopp is a part of Shanks' crew. And Yasopp used to talk all about Usopp all the time. And when Usopp started shouting at the top of his lungs that he is Captain Usopp, as soon as they met, he somehow started filling in the gaps, because usually he's horrible with names. I just want to point that out as well. Somehow this man actually remembered Usopp's fucking name from when he was like 8 years old. So then they all go back, and they all start talking, and I have a note here when they're talking about it too. Usopp is really great because he respects his dad's decision to go be a pirate and stuff like that. He respects it like to hell. But when we're in the flashback, we're talking about Yasopp. Yasopp, for as proud of a dad as he is, he's literally chilling in the East Blue, hanging with some random ass punk kid, when he could be, I don't know, maybe not being a full-time dad, but at least visiting his kid.
Hey.
No, he's still a piece of shit.
Dads. I'm
just saying, he's literally in the... Okay, if he's hanging out with Luffy, like, he could be like, yo, Captain, my kid lives in this water. Do you mind if we go visit for a little while? I'm sure Shanks would have been like, yeah, for sure, fam, let's fucking do it. But no, he's just out here like, man, I had a son, but I had to leave him because the ocean is the call.
The treasure.
I personally hate Yasopp, like on a personal level. I don't think he deserves to have Usopp as a fucking son, because Usopp is a goddamn treasure. But get the fuck out of here. Luffy wearing, and then my last note during the flashback was when fucking Yasopp shoved the mug on Luffy's head. I wrote that that's like the stuff of nightmares, because I just imagine like being stuck with like a mug on your head and like being unable to breathe. I don't know.
Wait, was this after he got the rubber powers, or?
That's a question too.
Before. It looks like it's before.
Yeah, it looks like it was like
I saw
right
that
before.
Part yet. That's where I stopped.
Okay, yeah. So in the flashback, Yasopp's like, yeah, you're just like my kid, and then he shoves his empty mug on his head, and then Luffy's like struggling to get it off, and it's just like, fuck, dude, what if that kid just suffocated in there? That's what I'm saying. So then they come back.
Waterboarded, because there was probably liquid inside the mug too.
Wow.
Well, the mug was empty, but
it'd be like the dregs of.
It was like a mason jar.
Yeah. It's like if someone literally shoved a mason jar on your head, but like his face was like pressed against the glass, so that kid's not breathing in there.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, whatever. But so we move on. So Usopp's like, hey, like this restaurant here, like they know me, so you can just stay and eat as much as you want. So they do, and he fucking dips. He goes up to the mansion where his girl's at, and as soon as he gets there, he's scoping the area, making sure that no one's looking at him, and he pulls out the fucking
Minecraft block.
Bush wedge. Yeah, dude, he pulls out the Minecraft wedge, and it's like, aha, this is exactly where I cut this bush out so that I could sneak right back in. I mean, I'm about it, like I'm about the bush wedge, but what the fuck, dude?
So Minecraft and One Piece canon confirmed.
I'm just saying,
this is before Minecraft existed.
I know.
Before Minecraft was a thought.
This is
probably is,
1999,
actually.
dude.
If this was 99, then yeah, probably. And then so when he gets inside, he starts talking to Kaya. We find out that he's up there, just trying to tell Kaya some stories. We don't know why just yet. And then we cut back to the restaurant where
Corona.
She's got the Corona.
That dates this. All right, cool.
And then we cut back to the restaurant, and the Cabbage Patch Kids come back inside, and they're like, "All right, you filthy pirates, we're ready to take you down." And then they're like, "Wait a minute, what happened to Captain Usopp?" And then Luffy was like, "Ah, man, I am stuffed full." And one of my favorite fucking bits. As soon as Luffy does that, Nami's like, "Oh boy, here we go." And then Zoro, and then they're like, "What did you do to Captain Usopp?" And then Zoro takes the opportunity. My man, he's out here. It's like, "Oh, Usopp, we ate him."
Get the fuck out of that guy.
And then they all just start fucking screaming.
They yell at Nami.
And
they yell at Nami because they have that old hag bit before they even go in.
They play the old hag bit, and then after they find out that they fucking ate Usopp, or supposedly, then they're looking back at Nami, and then Nami's like, "What the fuck are you looking at me for?"
They yell old hag, and Nami goes, typical angry One Piece character. She gets the white eyes, it gets the sharp shark teeth. They go, "What the fuck are you looking at me for?"
Which is not the last time we will see Nami with that face, I tell you. But then of course, it was a joke. And then after they clear that up, they all actually end up going up to the mansion. The Cabbage Patch Kids are like, "Oh, well, if Usopp wasn't with you guys, then he probably came up to the mansion." And then they find him hanging out with Kaya the chick. And then Luffy's like, "Oh, wait a minute. I know a rich bitch when I see her. Maybe she can give us a boat. We still need a boat." So he's like, "All right, kids, don't worry. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go ask her a favor." And then literally everyone's
walk up and, "Can I have a boat? Can I get a boat?"
This dude's out here. He's just like, "You know what? I think this bitch has got a bunch of boats that she don't need. So why don't we just you might as well give it a shot." And
little did we know that Luffy is actually the origin story of Bernie Sanders. From the past.
What, one for all?
So
he's reclaiming boats from the 1%. And he's going to be the king of the pirates.
Oh my god.
We need a One Piece for all.
Yeah.
So he launches himself in. Everyone else was like, "No, dude, you shouldn't be fucking doing that." So they all grab him. So they all get a chance to ride the side to the inside of the mansion walls. So that's a bit. And then as soon as they land, Usopp's like, "The fuck are you guys doing here?" And then Kai's like, "Yeah, what the fuck are you guys doing here?" And then Luffy and everyone's just like letting him go along with it at this point. They're like, we're already here. You might as well go. And Luffy's just like, "Well, I'm actually here to ask you a question." And Kai's like, "All right, I'll bite. What?" And she's just like,
boat.
"I'm hoping you'll give us a boat." and then that's when they're interrupted by Kaya's butler, who is absolutely not the villain, 100%.
Absolutely not.
And I believe that's actually the end.
Yeah, that was the end of that episode.
Oh my god! The end of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh no! The end of the episode is Steven Tyler walking up on the scene.
It is not Steven Tyler. It is actually Michael Jackson.
It's Michael Jackson.
I know.
There is a Steven Tyler. That's why I have to say that.
So,
okay. And he doesn't walk backwards yet in this episode. At the end of the episode, so he just looks like Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
For now.
So my favorite thing about that episode is because again, I jumped into One Piece watching the shitty abridged version yet, and so like this joke just like went over my head when I was watching it in the abridged, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Which was all he does is like once that character is introduced, the one with the glasses and everything, Luffy in character says to the guy, "You're evil, aren't you?" like that's all. Like the guy in here, shit, he knows.
No. So the butler is obviously, yeah.
I watched that scene. I was like, Jesus, it was really obvious. Like, Kaya, bro, get your priorities.
No, you see you later.
Listen, you need the backstory for the next episode
I've seen this. I know. I remember this part.
Yeah. Apparently, he got to Baratier. So I was mistaken. I thought he ended at Buggy.
Who? What? Oh, him? Yeah.
No, I just remember.
No, Devin. Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to episode 10. So then we are opening up, looking at Michael Jackson,
Yep.
and my very first note is it's a damn shame that we wasted Michael Jackson legacy on this piece of shit character, who is not 100% throwaway. He does come back.
I said it's 100% great that they had him moonwalk everywhere he went.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's fair. At least they did that right. But I kind of wish that, because there is a Steven Tyler. There's a couple of characters
Also,
that get a chance to be in the series.
The sub voice actor is 100% recognizable, and you know who he is, right?
I didn't watch the sub, so I don't know.
He's
I haven't seen it yet.
Flamingo Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same voice actor.
Oh, interesting.
You will hear it 100% once he starts talking. I'm like, oh, I know this voice.
They brought you back in for another character.
Yep.
All right, so then we move on, and so I mean, then Clawhador is just like talking shit about Usopp. He's like,
Usopp girls and balls.
Literally Clawdor.
Yeah, Clawhador.
Clawhador, I think is the way they pronounce it.
Literally oozing evil.
I know, right?
Well,
so Clawhador is being Clawhador, and baiting the shit out of Usopp, and Usopp's just down here like telling stories, man. He ain't doing anything wrong. He's just trying to be a guy. And
he's low
I
class.
want to make a comment though about his name.
Clawhador.
Yes. So it's almost like we know that he went after that point, being the bad guy. We see his backstory. He's like, I'm gonna bamboozle these people. It's like he was like, okay, guys, team, we're sitting together. All right, team. I got to come up with a name.
I mean, it's pretty Butler-ish.
No, that's too easy. It's too easy. Theodore's too easy. Claw. He looks at his hand. Claw. Hador.
Fun fact. That is 100% why he is Clawhador. No, Oda actually named him Clawhador because he was originally the cat pirate, and he named him Theodore, but Claw. That is 100% where his name comes from.
God damn it! I had it on the nose.
His name was Theodore. That's Oda was like Claw.
He named vegetables.
Yeah, the fucking vegetable, exactly. So there you go. That's a fun fact for Clawhador.
You can tell that this arc is literally just like the writer's like.
No, the writer is 100% just speed running East Blue so that he can get onto the good shit in the Grand Line. In my personal opinion, it's 100% fact. But anyway, you still have to introduce your characters.
Usopp is probably the less important one.
Yeah, Usopp is definitely like the fucking nothing. Well,
it's not nothing. It's just the least tragic /
Nah, I'd still say Zoro.
Zoro. Toro's pretty cool, man. I don't know what you're on about.
I mean, okay, like origins. Well, whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna
go up here.
So then Clawhador's baiting the shit out of Usopp, and I'm just saying, Kaya's still defending this asshole for literally talking the worst shit about who she calls a friend or whatever, and Usopp's he's taking every bit of it. Clawhador is insulting his dad at the fact that he's a pirate, and then Usopp punches the fuck out of him in the face, and then Clawhador's baiting the shit out of him even more. He's like, "Yeah, you're a violent son of a bitch. It's just in your fucking nature. You're just like your dad."
Clearly,
and yeah, I mean, Usopp should have fucking figured some shit out by that point. But whatever. And then Usopp eventually goes, "You know what? Fine, this ain't fucking worth it." Kaya begs him to stop, and then he's like, "All right, fine, I'm out of here. Fuck it." And then it cuts to Clawhador and Kaya in Kaya's room, and Kaya's like, "Why the fuck are you being so mean to my friend?" And then Clawhador gives this fucking stupid fucking
talk.
Whatever.
Smoothest talk, dude.
He's just like, "When your dad saved me from being a beggar on the streets, I was thrown out from my ship. I promised him, and I promised myself that I would keep you and this family safe for as long as I can. So and now I can't make sure for him. I can't go to him every day and make sure that you're good. So now it's up to me to make sure that you're as safe as possible." And whatever. Get this fucking out. Get this asshole out of my face.
Fuck, he's smooth. You just angry.
It was pretty smooth. But then Kaya's like, "Well, I hear what you're saying. I think that you're making very good points, but I promise you Usopp's a nice guy. So we're going to keep being friends." And then Clawhador's like, "Bitch, you guessed it." And she was like, "This ain't fair."
Blockhead or something.
Yeah, then she was like blockhead, and then he was like, "Then that's a That's a recurring bit between them. Well, she'll call him like Blockhead or something, and he's like, "Blockhead will do. I will take Blockhead.
I can take this insult because I'm gonna murder you in 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna murder you in 2
You're about to
episodes.
get murdered
I'm evil.
real soon.
My name's Clawdor.
I'm gonna go talk to my goon real
Definitely
quick.
not evil. Remember
Right.
that.
So anyway, then we cut to the Cabbage Patch Kids hanging out with Nami and Zoro, and the Cabbage Patch Kids. Well, only 2 of them, and they're all just hanging. They're like, "Well, where's Usopp and where's Luffy?" And they said that Luffy followed Usopp, and Usopp went to go chill out for a little bit. And then that's when Nami and Zoro asked the Cabbage Patch Kids what happened to the Onion Kid, and they're like, "Honestly, we don't know, but he always seems to show up, screaming about something out of nowhere, right?" And then
Obliterating the 4th wall.
and then cut to Onion coming out of nowhere, screaming his head off. Everybody, pirate, or whatever the fuck he was screaming. And then the Cabbage Patch Kids are like, "See, what did we tell you?" And I'm just like, God damn it, that's a good bit right there. And then we go, then we meet the hypnotist dude. He comes out of nowhere. Oh, that's what Onion was screaming about. Screaming about the hypnotist. And the hypnotist shows up, and then Nami and Zoro are like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I am a hypnotist."
He's like, "I'm not weird. You're weird."
"I'm not weird. You're weird. Fuck you."
I'm not evil. You're evil.
Yeah, I'm not evil either. Stop
and
that.
then the kids are like, "Yo,
Wanna see a magic trick?"
can you try to hypnotize us?" And he's like, "Absolutely not. Why would I show a bunch of kids my hypnosis?" And then he's like, "All right, you got me. I'll show you my hypnosis." Like, there wasn't even like there wasn't anything that like triggered it too. Yeah, there was like barely a pause. Like in the same sentence, he was like, "No," and then yes. So like, I don't know what was going on there, but you do you, my guy. And of
I
course,
won't do it, but come over here a second.
Yeah, but watch this ring for a minute.
And so he starts doing at the count of Django, you will fall asleep. 1, 2, Django, and then him and the fucking kids all fall asleep. And then Zoro does this really good like throwaway. Like as soon as it pans back to Zoro, he's just like, "I hate him," and then it cuts to Usopp and Luffy. I'm just like, Zoro, same. I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah,
like literally just
Zoro's a big mood in these last couple episodes.
Nah, dude, Zoro's got big moods for these last couple. He's definitely the highlight. Literally, it's like they all fall to the ground, and Zoro's just like, "I hate him." Cut to Usopp, Luffy.
Yeah.
And then so Usopp and Luffy are chilling, they're talking, and Luffy, he's starting to respect Usopp, pretty hard, because Usopp, even though he's never really met him, but he knows his dad, he vibes with the fact that Usopp was sticking up for his old man. Because it wasn't really about sticking up for himself. Usopp never really stuck up for himself. He only ever stuck up for his dad. He could always take being called anything, but he didn't take when people were making fun of his old man, which, to that I say, my guy, that dude fucking left you. I would have let that shit rot if I was you. You are not deserving of him. All right? Get that fucker out of your life. Anyway.
Also, he was blonde, therefore not your son.
No, he was definitely his son. But
I know the nose gave it away.
no, Usopp doesn't have a long nose. His mom did.
I thought he had a nose.
The mom got the nose. But anyway, so then they're chatting, and then that's when Clawdor and Django come up to the side of the shore, and then they're all like listening in, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on over here? It's pretty sus." And that's when Clawdor gives everything. So it didn't take long for us to figure out our baddie for the arc.
Yeah, this exposition was really subtle here.
Yeah, it's like he's just like, "All right, I am. We need to go through it." Like literally,
Michael
Django's
Jackson
like,
and him were like, "All right, we've gone through this a million times, but just for clarity's sake, let's go through it."
"Let's go over one more time." So when we kill the girl, and Clawdor's like, "I would prefer if you didn't call it murder. I would prefer it called like."
Oh yeah, what was the name of our plan again? Oh right, it was the kill Lady Kaya in an assassination
Don't
attempt.
use the word kill. He's
like, don't use assassination. Use accident.
Use accident, tragic accident. Yeah, it's like so. Like it's literally like the way the conversation is going is only to make the audience understand exactly what they're talking about. So there's no gray area.
We're all
Everyone's
idiots.
an idiot. Well, when it's Usopp and fucking Luffy, I mean. But anyway, so they're having their conversation, and then we find out that Clawdor was secretly the captain of the Kuro pirates, and he faked his own death with a stand-in.
That was a really loyal goon.
With potentially the first death in the entire series.
Nah, the first death in
This
the
dude
series
getting
would have
lit
been
up?
the guy that shot the dude in the side of the head during Luffy's backstory. That's probably the first death.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he died. It's never been confirmed, but I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb. But so then there you go. We got Kuro doing his thing, and then
the what's his face, the pirate captain, and that same arc probably died too. He got eaten.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. The guy got eaten by the fish. Yeah.
The fish.
We've all seen Pinocchio.
Yeah, that dude's alive in the belly of the whale.
That's fair.
He could come back half fish, half human.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna come back as a fish.
Life
a
finds
fish
a
man.
way.
Come back as the One Piece.
He's a fish man.
He is a fish man. You heard it here first, folks. The mountain bandit
The
became a
original
fish man.
fish man. He was the origin.
All right, so we got our
Time.
exposition dump.
All right, so then we find out Kuro's the captain, whatever, he's a bad guy, and then that's when Luffy decides he's like, "Hey, bad guys, you better not do anything to that girl." And they're like, "Wait, what?
I'm warning
The
you.
fuck?"
Don't do it.
And so then Kuro was like, "All right, Django, you know what to do." And then Django was like, "You got it, boss." So he's like, "On the count of 3, look at my thing. I'm on the count of Django or whatever. I'm going to put you in a deep sleep. 1, 2, Django." And he knocks himself out, of course. And then Luffy, being the fucking idiot that he is, so Usopp looks away. For some reason, he was smart enough to do that. Normally, he probably wouldn't have been, but Luffy wasn't dumb enough to look, or was too dumb to look away. And he fell asleep and fell over the cliff and knocked himself the fuck out by hitting all the rocks below. So they just
Clearly
assume he's
dead.
dead. Yeah, they just assume he's dead. That's a bad assumption. Little do they know he's made of rubber, so that shit don't even phase him. And then
bounced.
honestly,
He should have bounced.
he probably should have. Yeah, he
Given
probably
the
should
loss
have.
of his powers, he should have bounced.
Yeah, by the laws of his powers, he 100% should have bounced.
Makes a lot of sense.
Nope.
Like a fucking basketball, at least.
Yup. And they fucked up. I will say that that's a little incontinuity, if I was to say so.
Thus
But,
showing again how Clawdor
My
is
version.
an incompetent captain.
Yeah, no,
What?
and this
He doesn't
is
know
what I think is hilarious.
anything.
So this isn't my only important note for this episode was so Kuro is known as the man with a million plans or whatever the fuck it is. Like he's like supposed to be like a really clever tactician. That was what he was known for when he was a pirate. And dude is out here like, so after they knock Luffy out and Usopp's still alive, Django's like, "Oh, should I kill him too, boss?"
We're talking about Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah. Django is Michael Jackson.
Django
Clawdor
Unchained is Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, so Django is like, "Yo, should I kill him too, boss?" And then Clawdor is like, "You know what? Nah, he's
No one's gonna
fine."
believe him.
And then Django's like, "The fuck?" And then Clawdor's like, "He's the village liar. No one will ever believe him." And I'm sitting here like, all right, for a man with a million plans, give me one reason that leaving him alive will suit you better than just killing him just to be safe. Give me one reason.
9 lives.
Because then he has to sit there. And know that he can do nothing.
He
quote,
even
unquote,
doubles down
to
and
save
goes,
Kaya.
we're going tomorrow at midnight on the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he even like tells him exactly
He
what day
yells
they're
at
going
him.
to. So he's like, he doubles down on it. He tells Usopp exactly when it's happening, just so that he could, make a point that no one will ever fucking believe him. And
I still like the fact that now that I know that he's the man of a million plans, that he only had one plan to take over the village.
well, I mean, no,
he didn't care about the village.
nah, he just wanted the money, man. His plan was to make the whole village trust him, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And then, of course, the only one that hears the plan is the village fucking liar. So, Boy Who Cried Wolf is unfortunately everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, you're crying wolf again. Fuck you." And then he's gonna get shit
You're gonna catch him with those brooms.
And then my final note is if anyone thinks that there is not female fan service, they would be wrong, because not once but twice did we get a Luffy booty shot of him with his head on the ground. And I meant like 4 females, like fan service 4 females. There you go. We got Luffy booty shot not once but twice. Just
You're
saying.
gonna just ignore my man Zoro out there.
Hey, I mean,
He doesn't
taking off
even do anything. He just stays there.
Oh wait, yeah, no, he doesn't.
You see the way he drew his arms? That dude's ripped.
Oh, I know that. I mean, whatever. All right, so anyway, that's the end.
Zoro.
That is the end of episode 10.
All right.
Clawdor.
Claude.
Still
Clawdor.
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 All right, Devin, try to make I want a little game here. We're gonna do a podcast, a funny podcast called the bad guys naming squad. I'll come up with a better name after.
Convention.
Yeah, give me your best made up villain name right now, and I'll tell you that's a One Piece villain.
Oh boy.
I don't really know them all, so Brendan's gonna have to fill in here.
Dude, I got this.
So I have to give you a different.
Just make one up.
From a different. Oh,
make up.
Yeah, just make one up.
Because you said Clawhador, that's a bad guy name earlier. What's another easy bad guy name?
Mr. Rape.
All right.
I don't know if that would be a name, but
But in Japanese.
It's Japan thing.
But
all right. Here. I got one. I'm going to give you a multiple choice. All right.
Oh, we
One's
love
gonna be a
Brendan's
villain.
multiple choice.
One's going to be a villain,
That
and
went
two
well.
are going to be heroes. Okay.
God damn it! I wanted to.
Fuji, Tora, Law, or Foxy? Which one's the villain?
Wait.
Foxy.
What?
Fuji, Tora, Law, or Foxy? Which is the villain?
Foxy.
I'm gonna say Law.
It's Foxy.
It was Foxy.
It's not even
Foxy,
close.
my guy.
Reverse
Always bet on the
psychology.
animals. Always
Yeah.
bet on the animals.
Does when he wrote this fucking show, did he like walk through a park every single time? Like,
No, he thought what he did was
Mr.
he took Dragon Ball Z's bit about vegetables. It's like, what else could I do but isn't vegetables? Animals? Sure.
I'm just gonna go to the zoo and whatever I see.
Nah, he had picture books. He had like a library of picture
Oh yeah,
books.
picture books.
Anyway, that was episodes 8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, dude.
8,
next
9,
week we're gonna watch the whole Usopp Zoro Luffy fight. Claw. Oh man,
I actually
Wolverine.
like that whole bit too, because that's actually
learn why
that's
he's
like the
called
first
Claw.
ish fight in One Piece.
Yeah, we're gonna learn why he
Claw.
uses-
We'll learn
Right.
why he fixes his glasses
Yeah.
so fucking weirdly.
Well,
Ah
he-
man, spoilers! I didn't even mention that.
Is it because
Well, we're previewing the
You'll
next
find
couple
out next
episodes.
week.
Be continued.